Hello everyone, the December review here, back again with AJLT Season 3, Episode 9. As always, spoilers are ahead, and there's some major news this week, so make sure to check out the show streaming exclusively on HBO Max.
I'm Aiden.
I'm humiliated.
It's my fault. I shouldn't let him run around loose in the store.
Oh, this is your store? I had no idea. As soon as I heard the lie come out of my mouth, I knew I was kinda interested.
Well, what seemed to be inevitable is here as AJLT takes its 9th spin around the sun this season. The Carrie and Aiden orbit has been a rocky one ever since the end of Season 2, when Aiden brought up the 5-year plan. We won't need fake breaking news today as the series brought its own. And now the longtime couple are again officially over. Sometimes a third time isn't a charm. It's not surprising considering just how off-kilter their relationship has been this season. And at the end of the day, the same issues the pair dealt with 25 years ago were the same they were dealing with now, which ultimately led to its familiar conclusion. The episode opens up to Carrie coming home to find Aiden and Duncan outside together, having a conversation. She joins them in what I would describe as an awkward exchange of get to know you. Aiden speaks of his family while inquiring about Duncan's pipe, while Carrie throws daggers at every sarcastic smile Aiden can muster up. She eventually meets up with Seema to view her new real estate space and mentions how Aiden feels threatened over Duncan due to that big situation. She also feels he crossed a line when she specifically said to leave Duncan alone. Things get worse later when Carrie and Duncan are in a writing session. Aiden stops by to offer to make dinner and is just not getting the point that it won't be necessary. When she eventually turns in for the night, a visibly upset Aiden demands she wash off the smoke from Duncan's pipe. Carrie ends up sleeping in another room. And that right there is game, set, and match. The fallout the next day is palpable. The arguing starts first thing as Carrie says she's going for a walk. A throwback a bit to the argument that they had in Carrie's apartment in Season 4.
Shut up!
Yes! Shut up!
Shut up! You're telling me to shut up?
Please, just shut up! I am so sick of hearing you talking all the time. Don't you ever just shut up?
I'm gonna take a walk.
No. I'm taking a walk. You can stay here with your boxes of shit and your shoe-eating dog, and you can knock yourself out putting on the Rogaine and the speed stick. This is why I need a second door.
They later meet up for lunch where the breakup happens. Aiden says he still has trust issues with her, prompting Carrie to walk away from the restaurant and question why. After everything that she's done, after being 100% in, after agreeing to things that even he couldn't live up to, still has to question her commitment. They hug for one last time. Carrie gives a disappointing eye stare for the ages, and the episode ends with Carrie meeting the crew for dinner. It's a pretty rough day for Carrie. It's interesting looking back at all this now that the AJLT version of this relationship has played out. You can really see how the arc came round full circle. For her part, Carrie as a character, I feel, has really evolved in many ways in AJLT, which is on full display over the course of this Aiden narrative. She showed a patience and understanding we probably wouldn't have seen during SATC in regards to giving Aiden his time to be there for his family. She never wavered from loving him, though she was clearly his second priority. She didn't blink when put out in the guest house. She barely flinched when Aiden hooked up with his ex. She bought a new home for him and his family. What she received was late-night phone calls, negative emojis, a broken window, and never knowing where things really stood, or when the rocky waters would eventually turn smooth. And at the end of the day, he still had his trust issues. Looking back, I don't know what Carrie could have done more to save this. It's a shame overall because as SATC fans, we've been conditioned to have either bigger Aiden in Carrie's orbit in some way. I really can't see Aiden getting a 4th spot, so a major decades-long narrative has concluded. I must say I really enjoyed the honeymoon phase of Season 2. When they saw each other again outside of the restaurants, it was pretty emotional and one of the best moments in the series.
the chances this would ever happen?
But it was very clear that Aiden was never going to be able to let things go. He wouldn't step foot in her apartment that night. And it wasn't until the Wyatt situation where he was basically forced to go in there to tell her he was detaching for 5 years. It always needed to be on Aiden's terms, and when that was agreeable, the couple thrived. Now, I don't want to let Carrie off the hook so much here, but I am giving her all the credit for being present in the here and now, really shedding a lot of the emotional baggage the pair had to make it work today. And those trust issues didn't just come out of nowhere. She created them by returning to Big. She was the one who wouldn't wear the wedding ring or snuck in a few extra cigarettes. And it was too much weight for Aiden to ever get over in the long run. I like to think that they could have talked their way through this once the anger went away, but I guess if 2 decades apart couldn't get Aiden to start over again, nothing would have helped.
Hey, you.
Walked around this block for about an hour. Couldn't bring myself to go in.
I'm so sorry, Aiden.
I know.
I never meant to hurt you.
I know.
The episode was another shorter one, which, like last week, was about 30 minutes. With the Aiden split, it didn't leave too much time for the rest of the cast, but everyone did get on screen. Like I mentioned before, Seema does officially have her startup space for the Patel Group, a nice office location to get things off the ground. She also has an assistant. After her failed bank loan, we were wondering what would get her to this, and she told Carrie that she used her savings. She also has a scene with Adam, and this deodorant thing doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon, as he gives her some of his crystals. And it didn't go well. Hey, it can't be all emotional doom and gloom. It's still a comedy show at times. Herbert is worried about all the junk food in the house, and Lisa Todd isn't too concerned. Anthony and Gia have that one-on-one dinner at Anthony's place, and oh, that didn't go well at all. She ends up dropping the Italian accent and flat out offers Anthony money to leave Giuseppe. She ends up saying that she's done with New York and that Giuseppe can come home once he's done with Anthony. Charlotte is still recovering from vertigo and is now bedridden alongside Harry. Miranda has that gin bottle talk with Joy. I thought this was an interesting moment. She basically explains everything we already know about not wanting to ruin the good thing that they have going on, but also why she shouldn't have alcohol in the house. I assumed Joy would just be cool with it, and she seemingly was, but she internalized it as a challenge. One where she might feel bad for partaking in Miranda's presence. She questioned why she needed to drink in the first place, and, in a common theme, brought up her own emotional baggage she's trying to avoid in this new relationship. It was a very small layer pullback for Joy, who, after being so confident when introduced as a character, has shifted a bit inward at times since the friend party Miranda had at Carrie's place. Definitely more to come here. So obviously the biggest takeaway this week is the official ending of Carrie Bradshaw and Aiden Shaw. Again. From the outside, it could seem like a recycled storyline, but if you're invested in this, it's truly the opposite. It's the continuation of the story of 2 people who, despite their best intentions, just weren't compatible enough for the long run. For good and for bad, the Big and Aiden stories are now both complete. And really, for the first time, and just like that can be its own thing for Carrie. For the first time in years, it's an open road for a character who has gone through many changes, and it was fitting that the episode ended off with Carrie, Charlotte, and Miranda together. Looking ahead to next week, and that open road for Carrie might not be very long. In fact, it could just be an outside staircase away. And we will get the long-awaited season 3 debut of Steve. Aiden wasn't exactly the easiest person to root for this season, but taking the entire relationship into account, it's a rather sad conclusion. The storybook ending is ever elusive. I guess it only happens in the movies or TV shows, just not this one. Not yet. We shall see what's in store next.
dancing on the boulevard in the quiet moments while the city's still dark. Sleepwalking through the summer rain in the tired spaces, you could hear her name when she was warm and tender and you held her arms around you. There was nothing but her love and affection. She was crazy for you. Now she's part of something that you lost. And for all you know, this could be the difference between what you need and what you wanna be. Yeah, what you wanna be. Night swimming in her diamond dress, making small circles move across the surface. Stand watching from the steady shore, feeling wide open and waiting for something warm and tender. Now she's moving further from you. There was nothing that could make it easy on you. Every step you take reminds you that she's walking home. Yeah, for all you know, this could be the difference between what you need and what you want. Every word you never said echoes down your empty hallway, and everything that was your world just came down. Day breaking on the boulevard, feel the sun warming up your second-hand heart. Lights swimming right across your face, and you think maybe someday, yeah, maybe